Hello, dear students. How do you do? I am fine. How are you? Okay. In the last class, just we have started accident studies and we have seen causes of road accidents. Causes of road accidents, that is due to road users, vehicle, road condition, roadside, developmental works, environmental factors, and other causes. So before we go little bit detail about causes of accidents, we will see objectives of accident studies. Objectives of accident studies. In order to study the causes of accidents and suggest the corrective measures, second objective may be to evaluate the existing design, regulation and control measures. Third, to compute the financial losses incurred due to accident in order to support the proposed designs, to provide economic justification with respect to road user cost, maintenance cost and accident cost, to the improvement suggested by the traffic engineer. Also, to carry out before and after studies after implementing the changes. Also, in order to calculate the financial losses. These are the various objectives of accident study. Now we will see little bit detail about causes of road accidents. You can see from these two figures, from these two photographs, you can see a boy has fell down who was riding on bicycle because of this car hits him. That driver may be in fatigue condition, or he might be driving with overspeed or rash driving or carelessness or violation of rules and regulation, whatever may be the reason, or failure in understanding the situation, or he might have consumed some alcohol and driving, or even road user, pedal cyclist also may be on wrong path. But however, accident may cause due to pedestrian, passenger, driver. That's why these road users will take the meaning of all together: driver, pedestrian and passenger. Pedestrian carelessness and lack of awareness, passenger boarding and deboarding of moving vehicles. That's why always at our home, elder people used to say, please do not board into the moving vehicle at any cost. Let 10 minutes got delayed, you take another bus, wait for the bus, unnecessarily don't take risk. It's the usual human being attitude. Vehicle braking system might be failed, so because of that accident may take place. Vehicle lighting system may not be proper and might not have checked before he takes the vehicle outside the house or parking area. Vehicle body and its features, maybe with respect to shape and dimension or driver seat, positioning of controls with driver seat, visibility of the driver from the seat, noise level in the vehicle, screen wipers, mirrors and tires may not be proper. Because of that, puncture may be taking place. Because of that, he may lose control of driving and hits object or human beings. Vehicle inspection and maintenance. Poor maintenance and inspection of vehicle also may lead to cause the accident. Defects and regular servicing should be done. Road and its condition. Definitely, road also and its condition also influence on occurrence of accidents. Slipperiness, friction between the tire and surface, potholes because of depression on roads, stopping side distance and overtaking side distance may not be proper, super elevation might not have been provided very correctly or properly. Because of that, slipping of vehicle or skidding of vehicles or overturning of vehicles may take place. Because of that, accidents takes place. Accident means every time one vehicle should collide with another vehicle, or one vehicle should collide with the object or pedestrian. single vehicle, if it falls down and gets casualty of the driver of the vehicle alone, that is also accident only. In that sense, we have to perceive the meaning. Carriageway width, insufficient carriageway which is provided, it should be made more sufficient. Deficiency in road signs and markings. Markings might be erased or became blur, which could not be possible to see properly or clearly by the road user. Because of that, accidents takes place. Design of signboards, stop line marking, pedestrian crossings markings, etc. might not have been proper. Turning radius, width of entry and exit may not be inadequate. May not be adequate, sorry. May be inadequate, or we should say may not be adequate. Narrow bridges and culverts, definitely accident chances are more. That becomes serious accident when road is wide than that of the width bridge. For example, this is the width of the road. We will take another color of pen so that we can understand in a clear way. Suppose this is the road. If the bridge is narrow, this is bridge. If bridge is narrow and width of road is more, then the vehicle which is coming from the left lane, he has to take a turn. Means he has to merge with the center line of the movement. Thereby, accident may occur. That's why all these facilities which have been provided should be looked into. Environmental factors and weather condition, as you are already aware, you can see the figures, how this vehicle carrying a crane without the knowledge of a truss which is provided, underpass truss is provided on the road, he has entered, he may not be able to pass through it, thinking that he can pass through, and he lowers this crane to some level or some elevation and try to give accelerate, then it may hit that, thereby accident takes place. Here, because of slippery and all, due to rainfall, when it is fall on road surface, road becomes slippery, and the vehicles, when they are going with high speed, they may slip down or they may hit to somebody. Animals and other factors, especially stray animals, stray, stray animals like dog, cat, etc. may come across ahead of your vehicle, thereby if it becomes beyond the control to bring the vehicle into stop position, it may hit those stray animals. Sometimes it happens, and it is really silly. People used to wear such dresses, fancy dresses, and come on road. These people, road users, motorcycle or two-wheeler or even four-wheeler people, also drivers, may be attracted by these. For fun, they may start looking at them by losing the concentration in the forward direction of their movements, thereby accidents may take place. It is not necessary that single reason will cause the accident. Now, how to prevent these road accidents? For that, several provisions are to be made, and strict law is required to be enforced by the government side, and it should be exercised strictly. Stringent rules should be followed by the traffic police, then probably the reduction or minimizing the accidents on road may be possible. Remove obstructions. First of all, remove obstructions which are causing accidents, like too steep speed breakers should be made smoothened. It should not be sharpened. It should not be sharp. It should be very smooth, parabolic curve. Then accident will not take place. Provide traffic control devices. They should be functioning properly. They should be working correctly, giving correct and proper lightings, green, red, amber lamps, etc. It should be checked at frequent intervals of time. Then provide proper road crossings or zebra crossing for pedestrians. Barrier for unauthorized crossing should be done. Provide footpath along sides of the road. If there are no footpath, what is the status of pedestrians? Without any hesitation, they have to come on road only. Nothing can be done. That is the reason why footpaths should be given more importance and it should be provided for the pedestrians to ensure more safety, reducing the accidents. Strict enforcement of law on violators. Whenever anybody violates the rule and law, they should be punished. And educational aids, you can see here, the educational aids will make the children more disciplined and they follow by understanding all these teaching aids through school or through television or through some advertisements. Good sort of images create positiveness in the mind of people. That should be started from the small age itself, children age itself. In schools itself, it should be telecasted for different educational aids through which they will be educated. Then educated people will not do such mistakes when they are playing on road. Plying, P-L-Y-I-N-G, plying, not P-L-A-Y-I-N-G, or it is not F-L-Y-I-N-G. It is plying, P-L-Y-I-N-G. Plying means when road user come on to road for the movement purpose. Now road intersections. When two or more roads intersect with each other, it is called intersections or road junction. Road intersection should be designed to provide safety to the road user and to have free flow of traffic. All road intersections which meet at above the same level, allowing traffic maneuvers like merging, diverging, crossing, weaving, etc. are called as intersection at grade. We have studied all these terms in detail. Factors to be considered in design of intersections. Accidents should be reduced. Sufficient visibility should be ensured for vehicles. Adequate lighting should be provided during night time. Proper signs, guardrails, traffic island should be provided. Proper pedestrian crossing. Proper pedestrian crossing should be provided. Free flow of traffic is allowed at the design speed. These are all various factors to be considered in the design of intersections, whether it is at grade intersection or at grade separated intersections. These are the various types of intersections that could be possible. For example, Y intersection. This is in the form of Y intersection. Or we can go for T intersection. Or we can go for some other types of any one of them. You yourself can see these photographs or figures and can understand. This is self-explanatory for different types of intersections. So here, this is diamond type. This is diamond type. And this is rotary interchanges. These are all rotary interchanges. Rotary interchange. This is partial clove intersection. Partial cloverleaf intersection. Partial cloverleaf intersection, diamond intersection, and rotary interchanges. So you can change your direction of movement from one level to another level. Next, road intersections. At grade intersections, there are two types: at grade intersections and grade separated intersection. At grade intersection, unchannelized and channelized. An intersection is a junction where two or more roads meet or cross. Roads that cross each other at the same level or elevation are called as at grade intersections. Unchannelized, channelized. So unchannelized at grade intersections. There are at grade intersections without islands for directing the traffic into definite paths. These are simple in design and dangerous in traffic operations. Plain intersection, no provision for additional pavement width or turning movements. Flared intersection, provision for additional pavement width for turning movements, means wherever the turning movements are there, the roads are made flared. How you can understand? Suppose if there is a turn, this is the road. We'll take another color chalk. Suppose if this is the road, there is a curve, then this is flared, means the road width is increased. This width W1 is greater than this width on straight stretch W. So W1 will be greater than W. This increase in the width of road for the turning movements is known as flaring. These are classified into square junctions, skew junction, T junction and Y junction. So you can see square junction, this is square junction, this is skew junction. You can see the roads which are intersecting with each other with a skew. Here it is square, perpendicular to each other. That is the meaning of square. This is T junction. It resembles the letter T. English alphabet T. This is Y junction. It resembles Y. That's why it is known as Y junction. Even multiple junction also we can see on the photograph. Multiple junction. How many roads are here you see? How many roads are merging to each other? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, even 10 roads in big cities at a big intersection. Multiple junctions are also possible. We'll stop here and we'll continue in the next class. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Please go through all these PPTs which have been uploaded onto the LMS system. Whenever, wherever you find difficulties, you raise the question during online live session.